Guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm so happy to have you. As my premium subscribers, welcome back to the channel. So for today's video in particular, we're going to talk about and discuss a possible assassination plot towards Vladimir Putin. Yes, you heard that right. There's a possible assassination plot against Vladimir Putin. We have spoken about this many years ago. We are now revisiting it. The last time I talked about it was during 2022 and 2021. We are now officially in the year 2025, and we are now revisiting the plot. I still very much believe the information that we have gotten is going to come to pass. The question is how will the story unfold? The energy is there. The energy is quite well stable. The question is how did the story unfold, and that's why in this specific video we're about to find out how does it unfold. And so, with that said, this video is being recorded on none other than Thursday, July 10th at 12:58 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as of when I am recording this specific video. If you want to help out the channel grow, you can do so by liking, commenting, subscribing, hitting the bell icon, and watching the video longer than normal. I mean, better yet, sharing this video content with others really help boost the algorithm here on YouTube. And I also do want to do a quick community spotlight. I haven't done one for quite a while, so it makes sense to just bring it up. The community spotlight is AI and is installed inside of the YouTube hard drive. And what it does, it analyzes your reactions, your ability to watch my video content and interact with it in some formality. And it tells me these are the top spotlight people that I should spotlight for the week, because it takes all that data and it capitulates them and says, okay, these are the people who are the most engaged from the previous week. And I always like to do that and just let you guys know I see you, I hear you, and I just want to let you know that I can see you even if other people cannot. I still see you. We have James Lawrence. We have here Marg 333, Dennis Thomas. We also have a new one, POK Bun O EUN 77. You're new, so thank you, welcome. We also do have here Nighthawk. So thank you all of you guys who have been actively participating, helping out the channel grow in some formality. It really helps boost the algorithm here on YouTube, but also it does not go unnoticed. If you want to donate, you can always donate. The donation link is in the description below. I don't like asking for it. I don't like putting donation link, but a lot of you guys have requested it, so it is in the description below if you do want to donate. My recommendation, don't, but if you do, you can. I'm not going to tell you what to do. If you want to be notified when I do post and upload, go into the comment section below or the description and follow my Blue Sky account and my Facebook group. I will personally notify you when I do upload next. Alright, so let's go ahead. Let's begin. Let's talk about the Putin plot, and let's go from there. Alright, so Spirit Angels, tell me about Vladimir Putin, the president of the United States. There's the president of Russia. My bad. Well, technically he is the president of the United States, but I did not stutter about that. But anyway, besides the point, Spirit Angels, tell me about the future of Vladimir Putin. What is his likely fate? Someone else is going to come in. I did say this in the past, that there's going to be a young male figure who's going to come in after Vladimir Putin. But it's not going to be... It's not going to have the same ideology that Vladimir Putin has, but it's definitely not one of democratic institutions. It feels very much more like nationalism. Possibly even better yet, more described as Nazism in Russia. But more than anything, it's under the lines of nationalism. We do have here the first card that comes in. This is what happens after he is gone. So we're asking, what is the future of Vladimir Putin? This is the King of Wands reverse. The King of Wands reverse is when the seat is vacant. When the seat is vacant, it will not go unnoticed about its big picture. It's gonna be notarized to the public about the small things. Something here with the small. So after he passes away, something that was bigger, something that was blown out of proportion becomes smaller. Something just becomes smaller. I don't know if that's the border. I don't know if that's the countryside or the power or his ability. I don't know what it is. Where something becomes small. That could be a lie. It could be anything. Where something becomes from something that was blown out of proportion just shrinks to the small little thing, and it just becomes innocent. Almost like, you ever seen like one of those TV shows or movies where like an animal just gets mutated by radioactivity and it becomes this big, horrendous monster. And then after it was healed with the serum, it shrunk down to the cute little baby. It's innocent, but it was deemed evil by the corrupted radiation that was within it. That is kind of what it felt like. It felt in some way that Russia as a whole, the group of people at the collective, are not evil. But rather than, if anything, the radioactivity waves that was surrounding its own institution were what was driving Russia to be evil, to act evil on behalf of that. But there will be a new leader, and it's going to be a cult-like apparatus in Russia. So the question is Russia going to disappear? The question is, we don't know. But there is a radicalization here. There is a radicalizing. Something is being rationalized. Something is getting people to be coalesced around something. A possibly rebuilding process. But the question is, there's somebody going to come up here who's going to be a cult-like apparatus, kind of like the way Donald Trump is, where he has a cult-like following. And it is eventually going to lead to the end of Russia as we know it. This is not going to be a woman. This is not somebody who cares. This is not someone who is doing this with good intention or doing this for what's best for the people of Russia. What's the bottom of the deck here? We have here the strength. So possibly this small thing that was, this big thing that was blown out of proportion becomes smaller and smaller, is the power or possibly influence of Russia as a whole, as a society. And the top of the deck here is we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The 8 of Wands to the 8 of Wands here means something gets struck down. What is being struck down is the power. It's the strike. So this is talking about the assassination, the end in the story. That when the assassinations happen, this is the story that happened afterwards. So this is, in a way, this is the prequel, and this is the sequel. So prequel basically means the story before of why things happened the way they did, and this is the sequel. This is what happened after the initiation of the story. The story in this aspect will be the assassination plot of Vladimir Putin, the president of Russia. Now, in this video, we're going to now talk about how does it happen. We're going to use our Kipper deck. This is a really good deck because it has the coffin card in it. But I'm not getting the coffin card. I'm seeing the pathway card. So let's see. Spirit Angels tell me, will there be an attempted assassination that will be successful on Vladimir Putin's life in Russia? Well, not in Russia, but like the president of Russia. Vladimir Putin. Will this assassination plot be successful? Again, this video is just for entertainment purposes only and for educational purposes only as well. Okay. Will it be successful, Spirit? I'm hearing the gift of bearing. So the gift of burden, possibly. Here's the pathway card. I told you I saw the pathway. Okay. Bomb deck, we have high honor. This is gonna happen with high honor. Could be military. And it's not gonna be court orders. So this is gonna be someone on behalf of, or somebody who has military experience, or somebody who knows how to use the weapon that they are using. This is somebody of experience. This is not someone who does not know what they're doing. This is somebody who knows what they're doing. This could possibly be people around him who are of high position or of high honor. Or somebody who he trusts. We have here the first card is the 17. This is the gift. The gift of life. But it's reversed. It's golden. This is the card that I believe came up for him many years ago. Right? The gift of life, but the gift is his own punishment. The life that he lives is his own punishment. To be in pain. And this would be its cancer diagnosis. We have Monsieur Woman. Woman, right? People around him. I feel like the women that he was around when he was growing up beat him. I feel very much like this was a very, a woman who he defined in his own definition as masculine, strong, willing to beat to get the desired outcome or the desired quote-unquote behavioral reaction. So this is somebody who is a psychological abuser who used physical torment on children to get to the desired behavioral reaction that the woman is seeking. So this is talking about his life. This is why he was the way he is. Here you do have we have the Lovers card. The Lovers card is reversed. So this is going to be somebody who is within the relationship with him in some formality. This could be like a mother, it could be a wife, it could be a grandmother, it could be his own wife even. But he does not know love. Makes a lot of sense though, because especially the fact that like he's been beaten and he's been tormented as a child. It makes a lot of sense that a guy like him wouldn't understand the concept of love, because this person was not meant for love. She believes that love is weakness. Underneath the gift card here, we have the pathway, the burning thumb. Right, this is the pathway. What's really nice about the pathway card, it talks about walking this fine line and going into the light. This is somebody who enters in without any sort of burden. This is something that does not keep you within the realm of the physical, but being as a ghost, or a part of the purgatory, if you will. The pathway card, being reversed, tells me that you do not have the ability to enjoy the natural formation of life and also death, which means that you do not get to die on your own terms. Someone else controls your life. You don't control your own life. You don't control your own death. You don't die naturally. Someone else lets you die naturally. Someone else chooses that for you. You don't have a choice. Therefore, you don't have a pathway to your own life. You don't die of natural causes. You don't die of what do you call it? I don't know what you want, because, you know, for example, the best way I could describe it is just say you get in a car accident, right? And you die, you pass away in a car accident. This card is indicating to me that you never had a pathway forward. You never had a way to where you can die on your own terms. It says somebody chose that for you because of their recklessness. The same concept applied here. We're talking about the plausibility and possibility of an assassination attempt on Vladimir Putin. In this specific aspect is saying that he is not in control of his own destiny. Someone else is in control. The question is how fast can they do it? Because it's on their term. It's just on their turf. They don't have to do this like right overnight. They can do this when that person feels like it's time to do it. That's what it's saying here. That in a way, Vladimir Putin will not die on his own terms. Something will cause his death, and it will be in control of somebody else. Possibly, I'm also getting indication that there could be failed medical treatment. Somebody could even possibly do something in the medical industry when he undergoes treatment, and then something goes wrong because they made a mistake or whatever. Something happened, and he unfortunately passes away, right? Because he in whatever form it happened, it does not matter. But what does matter is that he is not in control of his death. He does not get to choose to be comfortable. Someone else chooses to make him uncomfortable, and they can choose when his death day is. He does not get the opportunity to do it. We have the thoughts. The woman, the female. He fears this female. Ironically enough, this is her as in her older days, right? The same hairstyle, right? But this is her in her olden days, and this is 16. You see that he's pulled away, he's very distant, but he's looking with his eye. But he's very scared of her in some way. This is very much burdened and burned into his mindset of who and what he is. And then here you have is underneath the love card, because he does not know love. All he knows is fear. He only knows concern. And as an older man, that's all that he knows. And this is Peace Lily. Peace Lily symbolizes death. Right? It's an age of concern. That you realize in your time is running out. The time is running out. He does not have a choice. He's going to pass away before 2033. It's going to be sometime within that window. From now until 2033, he's going to pass away within that time frame. He's not going to live past that. But what does this all indicate to us? It indicates that who he is and what he is tells us that how he became to where he is was because of a woman who beat him, tormented him, psychologically and physically changed who he is, his chemistry within his brain. He feared her so much that he was not able to acquire the formation of love. He was not able to acquire how love really is, and what love really means. Also, that his life, when he was born, he was not given the life of being able to choose his own destiny, to choose his own course or direction. Instead, his life was already predetermined, already pre-chosen. He did not get a say in how he chose to live his life. Something else chose that for him. And as with that being said, because he couldn't break free from the mindset of the torture of this woman and couldn't break free from this burden that he was given upon when he came into this world, he does not no longer have the ability to choose his own death. And the most freedom you can have is to be able to have the ability and the right to choose how and when you die. Many people, believe it or not, do not ever have this luxury. He himself is not immune to that. So again, the question is, how does Putin die? The thing is that Putin can die in many ways, because he is not in control of his destiny. The question is, who does it? How they do it will be predetermined. But what is determined, though, that we can already state it clear as day, is that somebody else is in control of his life, and it's very possible it can take place inside a hospital setting, and there could be malpractice that leads to his eventual death. Alright guys, and this is pretty much it for right now. I don't see anything else, but if there is anything else, I will let you guys know. I'll keep you updated. It's a lot different than our previous reading in terms of him being physically shot. There could be something else that indicates now that could take place within the hospital setting. He would pass away from now until 2033. And then we also talked about what was going to happen to Russia after that. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. I love you and peace out.